really hurting, isn't she? Poor little number 42. Go on, lass. I'm quite impressed with her. She walked all the way up there herself. Oh, that foot looks sore. The hope is that it's nothing infectious or some kind of swelling and inflammatory thing inside her foot, because if it is, there's not much we can do about it. I'm really hoping it's something to do with her hoof horn as opposed to anything else, because then there definitely is something we can do about it. I'm just waiting on Craig finishing up this. How are you, Craig?
I'm good, how are you?
Are you sweating?
Yeah.
Is that sweat?
I just did my jacket on a minute ago, it's roasting.
Wow.
I had my hat on and I took my hat off.
Ah, okay. Oh, you did go for the kind of the mohawk.
I did go for the mohawk.
Just realised, give us a twirl. That suits you better.
It does.
You look more like Craigie boy.
Yeah, my wife loves it as well.
I think you should grow that. I think you should shave and have a goatee though.
No.
Please.
No.
Can we have a vote, please? Because you'd look more like Sons of Anarchy if you like. I used to have a goatee.
I don't like a goatee. I like having a wee bit of rough round about the sides. You've got poop on your nose, by the way.
Tell what that smell is.
Right there. Do you want this wrapped or not? She's got foul.
She's got foul.
She has foul.
Just leave it.
Spray it.
That is unfortunately what we're talking about when I said we didn't want anything with infectious diseases or problems. This cow is a job for the vet. She's got, basically, I actually shouted to Craig when he was trimming her. What did I shout to you?
Check in between the claws.
Because it looked like her pastern. There's a new word for you that I don't say very often. This is her pastern here. It looked like her pastern was swollen. And it is because up in there is sore. And like I said, there's not much we can do about that, unfortunately. It's a really long, massive bacterial infection, the word, sorry, not the infection, that affects basically the sheath inside the foot where the tendons run, and it swells all the way up. So she will probably, it's not up to us, but probably need antibiotics. But like I said, that is a job for the vet. Right, we'll magically make her disappear so that we can trim the cow behind her. Go away! That's better, although admittedly, it does look like the same cow. Just a little bit smaller. All right, let's get her in, I suppose.
Here you go, girl. Up. Come on, come on.
You see, that's the trouble when a cow is so sore and she jumps and lands on that sore foot. Often she goes down. Luckily though, we just give her a few moments to compose herself and back up she gets.
You've still got that poop on your nose.
That's the definition of brown nosing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Maybe I get a bit of moist. Didn't mean lick your wrist. Yeah, mostly away.
What do you mean? How much was there?
It's just dried on that much. Yeah, I think that's it.
Lovely. So obviously it's only our back right that is sore, but we're going to have 4 back feet anyway so we can check them both over. Unfortunately her feet are completely encased in manure. And we don't have a hose anywhere close. She does have a bit of an issue up in between her feet, which is clearly a problem, but it's not as bad as I would think, considering how bad she's walking. Right, we're just going to buff off both feet just to kind of check what we see. So as you watch me grind here, you can see I'm barely removing any material whatsoever. This really is just to clean off the base of the foot. As I just mentioned, we don't have any water to clean them off, so giving them a very, very light buff like this really helps us to see what's underneath all that manure. Not very much. It must just be that, do you think? I think we'll just mod these out a bit more anyway, because they need it. And then we'll get the hoof testers onto them to see if we can see anything wrong with either of the claws. But right now it's really looking like that problem up in between our feet is the root of all evil. Even just cleaning this out and sort of widening out the model at least will let more air into that area, so it's not going to be very effective at all in getting her to overcome it, but yeah, see her, again, her pastern, it's all puffy, isn't it? Feel around the front with my fingers to see if I can feel anything, which I can't. These hoof testers apply directional pressure, if you like, really concentrated local pressure, so that if there is a problem with her hoof, she'll react to it when we give her a squish. She definitely reacted there. See if it was just a fluke. So she is reacting on the squeeze here, but that could be because the entirety of her foot is inflamed. So if we test the other one and she reacts again, then we'll know it's nothing to do with the hoof. Yep. Not sure she's quite reacting. Yeah. So I'm squeezing, basically squeezing anywhere in the hoof capsule is causing her discomfort. So again, unfortunately, this is a job for the vet, not me. Just trim out that little bit of extra hoof horn there. And because there is that tiny little opening up in between her feet, we'll give it a little spray as well, just to try to close it up a little bit. We are going to trim her other 3 feet, but rather than have you watch that, I'll see you at the next farm, where this cow has got a really sore front right foot. Problem after problem after problem today. This massive flap of hoof horn should not be there. And this crack up the inside wall is where the source of all our pain is. Right, now that we're here, we might as well do something about it. Before we do anything, we're just going to snip this massive flap of hoof horn right off, because almost nothing is holding it on. So I am actually, oh, it's all full of stones. Can hear them. Right, we're just going to reduce both of these claws so that they're about 50% weight bearing. In other words, half of our weight will be on here and half of it will be on here, so that they're as level as possible.
Unfortunately, this is a great demonstration of just how sore that inner claw is. Every time my grinder touches her foot, she's flinching away. It's making it difficult to work on. But greater than that, a bigger issue is the fact that it's making her so uncomfortable. But I need this trim to progress if we're ever going to get her fully well again.
Right, I'm going to give up with the grinder because she's twitching around a lot, which lets me know that the vibrations are really going through her foot and it's making it difficult for me to trim her. So using the knife shouldn't annoy her quite so much. Just get this modelled out first. Switch knives. Obviously this isn't where the problem is, but we do still need to model it out because we need to protect her from getting bruised in this area before we move on to this problem. Right. She's got really high heels because she's been avoiding standing on them. Because obviously that's where... Stop. That's where the source of the problem is. Not the source of the problem, just the problem. Oh, it's an actual hole, look at that.